football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Running through the tackle. Refusing to be brought down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. The Hurricanes will line up to kick it away. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. The Canes will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. On the return, it's Thomas. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And is intercepted. He goes down, but snags the ball. He gives this defense a takeaway.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. He'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Gonzalez. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James, Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee, and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Canes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for a gap. It's Fox. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
The offense will line up just for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Miami 7, Clemson 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Here's the second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
And they'll get him down that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. 2nd down after that completion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Here's that defense shifting again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards of pop like that.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. Let's get the foot down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Fights off a defender. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize when any play call is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. In the red area, it's Fox. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The back's got it. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Running down, just one play left here in the half. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tremendous toughness here. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
He's running out of time here. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. Direct snap to the back. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Throws to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. The first down pickup tackle at the 45. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
On the run, it's Fox. Pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
21, Clemson, 13.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. They'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 21, Clemson 13.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Tailback with another carry. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Canes have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So second down after the incompletion. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And the wideout goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tough running there. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Not a long kick, fielded inside the 25. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And looking to throw now on first down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown for the U. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line.
Returner is brought down at the 28. Take over. First and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to scramble now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. No press here. The defense backing away. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out of this ballgame. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.